Alright, so we're gonna little sands here. You're gonna start with a little book ski, 2 health potions, and a multi potion. And then you're gonna want to finish that book ASAP. Go slam right into. You could go Soul Gem if you really wanted to, but Magus has been feeling really OP in the next one, in the next slot. Also Divine. You can go Divine or Magus. If there's healing in the game, you always go Divine. If I did it booming. I called her MILF, okay? If there's healing in your game, go Divine. If there's not, go Magus. But this build curve has felt the best so far for sure. Go Book of Thoth, Magus, Staff of Mirrodin. As long as you're a Mirrodin proccing god. Reaver. Into a little coin ski. You could also just go coin here and then go Reaver last if you wanted to. If you're not a Mirrodin proccing character, you just go coin here. So this here, I'll do standard build because it's gonna get confusing. So you're gonna go Book, Magus, coin into Reaver. Into probably a Soul Gem last. If you're a Mirrodin proccing god, you can go Mirrodin. If not, you're just gonna go Soul Gem here. Then you're gonna upgrade your starter to Pendulum. You're gonna upgrade that after Reaver, so 4 slots in. You're gonna have enough gold or be level 20, and you're gonna play for your starter. Then you're gonna upgrade Soul Gem. If you are a Mirrodin proccing god, you build Mirrodin in the slot of coin, and then you just go Reaver, and then you go into coin at the end there, and you don't have Soul Gem at all. There is another, let me go oh yeah, and then of course if you are against healing, you go into Divine. So you drop the Magus, put in Divine there, and then you just go into coin, Reaver, Soul Gem. And yeah, that's about it for the items for burst mages. There's not really much else. Tablet buff might change a few things, not too sure. Obviously I haven't played it. But it is getting basically doubled the damage on it. So it might mess up the builds, it might change up some stuff, but for general speaking, for burst mages, this is pretty much what you're looking at. Zeus is a character that really uses Mirrodin, so for Zeus specifically, I would go Mirrodin here. So I would go Magus, Mirrodin, into Reaver. You don't even actually have to go the coin here, you can just go Soul Gem as well here, and you don't have to go the coin at all, because you're at the 20% pen, so you won't even have to. But if you're facing tankier people, and there's a lot of tank builds right now, everyone's pretty much going tank items, I would just go into this in general. My camera's off. Lucky. So yeah, I would just probably go as much pen as you can with all the tanks running around. And yeah. There's also a fun little hybrid build that you can go. That I've been messing around with. If you're playing someone like Push or Zeus or one of the more immobile mages, that's the only two I can think of right now. You still go your book. You go your 2 pots. And then you go into a little Book of Thoth here. Then, so this is mostly for Push and Zeus. I don't think there's another immobile mage that would really use this too well. Into Contagion. Into Reaver. Then into coin. And you are slamming. It's actually OP. Not even kidding. It's kind of cracked. And you're super hard to kill. And if you have anybody that's near you that can protect you or anything like that, people play around you, you actually hit like a truck. It's kind of crazy. These 2 items right now are just so OP. So if you can live with if you can get to this point and you're not behind, and you get these 2 items and you're a little bit ahead, which you should be as a mid laner, you can kind of hyper farm a lot of stuff. You will be OP. Not even kidding. So yeah. But you need that little percent pen from the coin. Also increases your proc and contagion because it's magical damage, so yeah. But yeah, this is a different style build. Very niche, but yeah. These are on gods like Push and Zeus. Zhang can also go that build as well. Alright, and gods like Hell. Hell is a very specific build right now. That is super, super OP. Definitely probably one of the more OP builds. So with her, you want to go mana pot, because in your early game, you're going to ban through mana pretty often. You're gonna want to go into book, and she is going to go into regrowth, lotus sickle, into reaver, into coin. You can go coin here if you're facing a lot of tanks. It's okay, Vam, how are you? If you're facing a lot of tanks, you go into coin here instead of reaver, and then go into reaver last. But you have 10% pen built into your kit now, so it actually doesn't really matter. And these two items right now are actually so OP for her, because they both give her movement speed on top of her 3 MS. So she's super, super hard to lock down, and she's super fast, and she does lots of damage. And both these items, they're giving you CDR as well. So these two items are really good, both giving movement speed, and this one gives procs to everybody around you as well, on top of movement speed being super cheap. This one, movement speed and power and, yeah, tankiness for 2100 gold. So super, super efficient for her. Obviously for her, you just want as much power as you can at the end, so your heals do as much, which is Pendulum of Ages. And yeah, she's one of the more OP mages right now, for sure, with a build path like this. She just does so much damage. Her 2 right now being buffed to have percent pen. Okay, can't, it's bugged. I'm lucky. There it is. Her 2 now having percent pen, including a flat pen, is just kind of ridiculous. It's just actually OP. So yeah, that's kind of the build path for Hell. Chang'e has a bit of a different build path as well. She's gonna go Sand, Book, and she'll also run into the same problem of mana. Okay, where am I going? You want to finish the book here. You gotta want as much CDR on her as possible. It becomes a little weird here. You can actually just go into Mirrodin. Her build cover is so scuffed, man. It's so hard to Mirrodin. You can go into the Magus if you want to look for like the full one shot. You can go into Magus. If not, you can just go Deso. If you want as much early game pressure as you possibly can, you want the Mirrodin first, but probably the better curve is just gonna go Deso here into Mirrodin. This is where the build curves become really awkward for her. She doesn't really necessarily want Soul Gem. She doesn't necessarily need coin either. She just wants the one shot off her button. So you can go something like, you can do a little Magus here. Do a little Reaver, scale with the book, and then a little Pendulum. She's probably one of the characters that are gonna not go Reaver and probably have Tablet like somewhere earlier when Tablet gets buffed. This is pre-Tablet buff, but yeah. So Sammer, good morning. Pre-Tablet buff, but yeah, this is pretty much the build curve. It's a little scuffed, but she doesn't get the 40% CDR late game. She'll have 30% in her first few items. So that would be pretty good. You can also just go the Soul Gem here and then replace this with like coin or something, or rod. But yeah. Divine, not on Chang'e. I mean, you can if you want to, if there's so much healing, but you want kind of your CDR as fast as possible. Yeah. I mean, there's some items that you can obviously like swap in, like Soul Gem, Divine's fine, it's a little bit extra damage. You can also swap in like a Poly for like Poly one-shot blink macros. She is kind of like the blink character as well. She's going to be going blink, so you can go Poly if you want instead of Reaver here, and then just look for the blink Poly one-shots. But yeah, there's a lot of AoE procs, so the chance that you're one-shotting somebody with Poly probably pretty low. So I wouldn't go that. I would just probably go Reaver, or you can just go Ratatouille here. You can just go Ratatouille here, and then see if you can one-shot macro people. It's gonna be pretty hard there. There's a lot of procs. It's really hard to like one-shot macro somebody. That's a different style of build for Chang'e. We can go with Mage ADC builds right now. Mage ADC builds right now. Going Gilded into Bancross into a bunch of pawns. You can go 2-2 because you're probably gonna be fighting more often. Finish the Bancross is your best spike right here, and then you follow it up with another spike here. Tilkines. You can also go Tilkines first. But Tilkines first, you just won't be going Bancross next, in my opinion. It makes it a little bit awkward. And Bancross first just makes it so you can just box everybody because no one has anti-heal yet. So you can kind of run the game before them. And then this is where the build curve gets a little weird, because committing fully to a base can be a little scuffed sometimes. So usually what I just do is I just go Magus. Magus, where's this item? Typhons into a little Mirrodin on Soul specifically, but if you're going full AA based, you can also just go Demonic here. Go Demonic. You can upgrade Diamond Arrow. It's just cheaper than the other items, but if you're not going to upgrade Diamond Arrow and you sell your starter, you're going to want to buy Rod of 3D. Yeah. So a little Demonic Grip here, more attack speed. You can also go the other one if you want the damage. You can also just go Reaver here. Yeah. And then you're swapping. This is very soul based if you're going Reaver. But most ADCs will just be going this. You can also go Demonic earlier if you want, depending on how the game's going. Obviously, if you're snowballing. If you're snowballing out of control, you probably just want to go Typhons here. And then into probably just another attack speed item. It's just going to be a better curve. And then you can just like last item Magus. Yeah, upgraded arrow is just cheap. Rod of Tahuti, you're spending 2,800 flat, and upgraded arrow, you're spending 1,500. That's pretty much the point of it. There's nothing else you can really sell it for that's efficient buy at that point. Unless you're just like super far ahead or whatever, but it's probably a high chance that you're not going to be that far ahead. Yeah, this is the general build for ADCs. That's what I've been going anyway. I've been liking Magus personally a lot. On him. Post has a different build as well. People have been messing around with Post builds. It's kind of hard to say which one's the best one, but the best one that I've been enjoying so far is definitely the Do More build. I think he just wants a really nice, cheap secondary item here. I don't know. I still am a big fan of the Pythax build. I haven't tried this personally, but Magus after Doom Orb into Mirrodin into Rod of Tahuti, and then you can slam a last item ring here. You can in theory go a little Telkines. You can also go second item. It actually might not be bad because Telkines is just really nice, but you can go last item Cyclopean here and then upgrade your starter. To a little pendulum. There's a Cyclopean. I think it's hard to fit in all the rings. And your Cyclopean needs percent pen with it on your like autos. So if you're committing to full attack speed, then you do it. But yeah. When you go coin, you just go coin here instead of Rod of Tahuti if you can't afford Rod, because Rod's super expensive. Your better build curve is always just going to be going coin here, but people love Rod of Tahuti, so. But your better build curve is just going to be going Karen's coin here, and then into Cyclopean. You get the attack speed. You can also just go. I haven't tried this out personally, but instead of Magus, you can actually probably just go Telkines because it's just so efficient on buy and it's super cheap. Then you just go Telkines into Mirrodin or Magus, and you just kind of push this back one. But Post is a very different style because you just want to hyper farm and run around as fast as possible. So yeah. But yeah. And then someone asking a chat for Tiamat. I've pretty much done the general build for her, but yeah, I can show you the build for her. I mean, it's just Book of Thoth. And then go into Book of Thoth. She definitely uses Soul Gem really well, so you can just go Divine. People are messing around with this style of build. I'm not too sure if I'm a big fan of it. I think if you're hitting tanks without reverb, like with this late, is really bad. I know why they're going Soul Gem, just because you want the CDR. But personally, I think if like we're talking SPL here, we're going coin here into reverb, into Soul Gem, and that's probably going to be your general build if we're talking SPL. You can gonna get away with in ranked. But yeah, that's definitely your general build path. Definitely, she's definitely a Magus user if you can fit Magus in. Definitely a Mirrodin user as well if you can fit Mirrodin in. Definitely harder to fit those items in right now. I would say in build, both of them, just pretty hard to fit in. Yeah. There's also the Chronos Pendant build that's kind of going around. I don't think it's too good. No one really uses Arb Shard? Nah. Arb Shard's just 100 gold more for not really any value. So Karen's coin is just better. And then, is there any other god that's a little bit more unique? Ooh, Anubis he's actually not even that bad. He's actually kind of cracked, but then he falls off really hard in the mid game. Like really, really hard. I don't know if you need Vamp Shroud, but I've seen people going the Vamp Shroud stuff. Oops. But because he's just super unique on the build, but he has infinite pressure in the early game, but then he falls off so hard. You just go Magus, and when you're on these two items, you just want to play hyper aggro and just literally run at people off cooldown and just hope that you can kill every single person that you're hitting. And then go into little Karen's coin. I think you need to go into coin. I know people go into Typhons and stuff like that, but you should just be getting 100% anti-heal. There's not even a point in committing to the lifesteal build. Personally, I don't really know. I think the build falls off really hard past this point. He's just not really a user of anything. He just doesn't really use the items that are in the game, so he's kind of hard. But I do think you need to go coin because you need to kill the tanks. You just need to every single time. You need to be able to threaten the tanks. And I think you go into a Reaver. And then personally, I really don't know the item after that. It just has such a weird build curve. Because he doesn't use Mirrodin. I mean, if you can get to Rod, that's probably a dream scenario. You don't want to overcommit to the lifesteal because you're getting anti-healed by this item anyway. So if you're full committing to lifesteal, you're just going to screw your build over anyway. So there's not really a point to committing to it. And then I've seen people just upgrading to this one. Not sure if it's worth it, don't really know, but yeah, this is basically the gold mid build. That's on the tube ski. That's on the tube ski. Yo, what's up, Dest? Yo, Dest, my Dark and Darker is not on my Steam page. Do you know why? I'm down to slam some if you want right now. But I'm just doing a little YouTube video. And then, is there any other unique gods that are like Janus? Is Genesis even unique though? Like, he does have a unique path, but I don't think you want to do the Chronos Pendant stuff. That's the problem. I mean, if you want dream scenario build for Janus, like absolutely dream scenario build, and you're not taking anything else into consideration, your dream scenario build for Janus is definitely Book, Deso, Soul Gem, Mirrodin, probably Ratatouille again. But you probably just want coin. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Oh, they're just gonna... Okay, yeah, mine's not popped up yet, unfortunately. Pendulum of Aegis, and that's kind of what I'm cooking up. What's up, Izzo? Good morning. But yeah, that's pretty much dream scenario Janus build. If you can get to that point. If not, oh well. No Reaver Janus. But you're not even trying to kill frontline as Janus. Ever. You're just trying to kill backline. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Feels bad, man. I don't think Baba has a unique build. That's tied in with the burst stuff. Anybody else has a unique build path? Mori, yes. I haven't even played Mori, man. I don't know how good she is in this patch. I don't think she's very good. But she's always gonna have like a complete different build path. Does she go both flat pen items, or does she just go Magus so she can one shot? That's the question. People used to go Magus so you can insta-give people. You can insta-give people. That's the thing. It's hard. Because you do just want to insta-give somebody with Magus. Like, that's like dream scenario. You stun somebody, or you 2 them, transform instantly. You just insta-give them because they're taking 7.5% more damage. But if you're talking dream scenario build, in my opinion, you're just going to go something like this. Oops. And then immobile. And then start upgrade. This is just so you can insta give somebody, and bubble, you just need bubble, like every single time. Singod, you would generally get conduits. I feel like it gives you the same damage increase as Sands, just no 20% CDR. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason, yes. Is this the same damage increase, just not having 20% CDR in your build is kind of rough. I think Conduit, if there's mages that can really abuse Conduit, but Conduit just doesn't do much. Especially in this map, there's not much to gain. I think if there's more on the map right now to get, you would see Conduit a lot more. Like a lot more. Anubis Tech already dropped. Anything else? Anything else? Any other unique character? Kukulkans I don't think is too unique. Baba I don't think. Hera is another CDR character. Maybe. Maybe. And Hera's like the most CDR character ever. You just want as much CDR as you can. Again, these are all like perfect build case scenarios. 99% of the games you need Divine in every single game, or you're just kind of griefing your team. But definitely Deso. Okay, wait. We're on dream scenario build curve we're talking here. We're going Soul Gem, we're going Deso, and we're going Mirrodin. And then we are stacking a defense item here. Probably just a binding last. You'll probably get it when you're level 20 anyway, so you'll have a bunch of flat pen. There you go. Helltech has been dropped, correct. Nah, Poosh is not. What's some new? But yeah, this is pretty much the build, I think. I think these are pretty much all the builds, covers all the builds. All the unique characters and everything like that. Hebo I don't think is unique. Hades, I mean no one's playing Hades. ADC builds are covered. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, chat. Alright, YouTube. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!